Are you having issues with your ITIN? Let's answer your questions about ITIN. What should you do when your ITIN number is expired? Set up an appointment with us to renew your ITIN number. We expect you to bring either a passport or birth certificate paired with a valid ID. All documents that you bring to the appointment should be the physical or original copy. Have you never had an ITIN number before and need to apply for one? We must complete the application with your tax return. This is required by the IRS. Call our office to set up an appointment. Bring a hard copy of either a passport or birth certificate along with a valid ID, as well as any tax document for the year we are currently filing. Let's say you just mailed your ITIN application to the IRS. When should you expect to get your number back? In about 8 to 12 weeks. If you are planning to use any of the identifications sent to the IRS, it is suggested that prior to filing, you either find a form of ID that you will not need anytime soon, or wait until after you have used those IDs to file the application. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the IRS has been taking longer than usual to process renewal and application requests. This can lead to delays when you send renewal and application requests to the IRS. What if you haven't filed your taxes in a few years? Will this affect your ITIN? After 3 years of not filing, your ITIN will expire and need to be renewed. What should you do if you receive a letter from the IRS that says your ITIN number will expire on the 1st of January? Schedule a time with us today to have your ITIN number renewed. Around the middle of the year, the IRS releases the ITIN numbers that will be expiring at the beginning of the next year. They send these notices to give you time to renew your ITIN number, because it will expire at the beginning of the next year. Have you filed your taxes and the IRS said your ITIN number was expired, and you are wondering why we didn't tell you? Due to the privacy acts by the IRS, the status of ITINs is not shared with anyone outside of the IRS. This does make it hard to know if your number is expired. However, we do know 2 ways your number can expire. First is if you don't file in 3 consecutive years, then your number will expire. Second, every few years, certain numbers expire, determined by the IRS. If your number is one of the chosen, they will send a letter to inform you. So, always check to see if you're receiving letters from the IRS. We can best avoid not knowing if your number is expired by filing taxes every year. That way, we know your address is correct and you will always receive updated letters. What if you lost credits on your taxes from the expired number? Can you do anything to fix it? Fortunately, the IRS is very understanding in these circumstances. They will generally allow us to renew the number after the fact, and then reprocess the original return with the renewed number. Set up an appointment with us as soon as possible, and get the refund you deserve.